My father, 66M, was released from prison after a decade. I, 28F, took care of his dogs, taxes, finances, and properties during his incarceration. At the start of his prison sentence, he would call me and make demands of what I do with my time, money, and ask me for a detailed list of where my money goes. He had sent people over to my house to pop in and ask me these questions and check on different valuable items. After dealing with that and a year of incessant questioning, I just stopped answering the phone unless it was his birthday or Christmas. I always wanted a good relationship with my father. I did not answer his calls since it seemed he had forgotten what life on the outside was like. However, I still sent him cards for every holiday and season change. I mailed him magazine and newspaper subscriptions, pictures of his dogs, etc. Once in a while, I would type out a long letter as a life update and mail it to him. I preferred it this way as he could read the letter multiple times or reference it so that there was no mistaking what I was trying to communicate to him. It was just easier that way, and it was easy to set this boundary when he was imprisoned. When he went to prison, he had 3 houses he owned outright, 3 other properties he owned outright, and 1 rented garage property. I spent my years 18-26 working multiple minimum wage jobs to ensure that he lost nothing during his incarceration: property tax, home repairs, new gas lines, appliances, etc. His oldest dog passed away, and then his youngest dog passed away 7 months before his release, but everything else was available to him the moment he rejoined the real world. From pots and pans to appliances and properties, everything was there for him. At around 26, I got an adult job, so I no longer had to work 4 jobs to make ends meet. I bought a starter home with my S.O. and we got married the following year. We are just starting our life together. Now that he is out, he is constantly asking me to loan him crazy amounts of money that I don't have. For example, $5,500 for a motorcycle, etc., and I have to explain to him that I do not have money like that. If I visit or speak with him, he will ask me for a large amount of money like that, and then he'll ask for $5,000 or $500 or $100 or $50, and then I cannot leave before giving him $50 or agreeing to pay an $89 fee for his parole or something, etc. He has begun his incessant questioning and calling again. He will send me message after message before 6 a.m., then call 5 times when I'm getting ready for work, send multiple texts, and call me 17 plus times while I'm at work. About 30 minutes before I'm done with work, he will begin the back-to-back calling again, and then he will call and text me all night long, and then the cycle restarts. My husband is very patient with my father and doesn't say anything negative about the situation to me, but I can tell it bothers him, as my dad also will ask my husband for money, who he never met or spoke to before his release from prison. I'm sure to him it seems like all of a sudden this stranger popped up and is behaving radically and relentlessly. The only comment my husband has made is that he is surprised by how infantilized my father is, or makes himself. For reference, my father is the typical paranoid boomer, who is the first person to tell you you're not working hard enough, etc. TLD or so. I don't know what to do to solve this problem. My dad was released 6 months ago, has a job, can get Social Security, and has everything he had before he was imprisoned. I just want some peace after the last 10.5 years. I want some room to breathe, to work, and build on my husband and his life together. For now, I have stopped answering the phone, or begun answering the phone less. But then my father starts behaving like this towards my husband, asking for favors or money. I have tried speaking with him in the past about it, but he tells me that he's starting his life over and just needs a little help, and then I feel guilty for not cutting him a break. I'm unsure of what to do. Has anyone dealt with a similar situation? If so, how did it turn out, or how did you navigate it? How can I convey this to my father without ruining my father and I relationship? How can I tell him this without coming off as rude or creating a rift or shift in our relationship?